Bureaucratic blah, 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 blah. Give me the enactment time hit, the bureaucracy hit. Yeah, that's sad. But we're on voting for proportional taxation. We're so close to getting all that money. And at this point, my God, do we need it. You better look at the front with England, Scotland. They're pushing on you real quick. I'm sending some troops over to Ireland. I'll man the Ireland front.
Fronts.
Yeah, I'll man the Ireland front. I got troops on the way. It's only like 2 fronts right now, I think. No, it's 3 technically. I'm trying to man both fronts in Ireland. The first army's arriving there right now. I'll tell you when you can move your 80 stack to the other front. Because you're gonna want to. Ottomans sided with Great Britain in diplomatic play against Austria. That's hilarious. You can go ahead and move that 80 stack.
Yeah, I keep it on here because the other army is also winning, so...
Well, still, you could win faster, but I guess whatever works. Austria versus Great Britain and the Ottomans. That's a hilarious thing to have happen. They're not going to be able to handle this and that, but we might just be making the job of the Austrians easier, honestly.
Look out, your units are moving.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, it's because that front, like, ended. America sided with Britain against Austria. That's expected. What even is this play? Austria started it. They decided to go after Britain, probably because Britain's distracted. Well, those 2 fighting are only good for us, even if this war ends before then.
They're sending everything to Britain now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As they should.
As they should, yeah. The Brits are pushing into the Ottomans. All of this over Greece. You guys are going to have a lot bigger problems than Greece. They have 400k dead. Jesus Christ, I was just fighting a front and over 100 Brits showed up. And it's just over a teeny tiny little island that they all just decided to show up for. Very weird.
The Isle of Man.
Yeah. We just lost 15% on proportional taxation. That's not good. Hopefully we still get it to go through. The fighting for Ireland is still going crazy, but we're winning. The Russian Navy's getting its ass beat by the British Navy, but that's really no surprise now, is it? The British Navy has expanded recently, I think. It's at 360. That's expensive. How the hell are they affording that? Like, that's kind of nuts. Ah, looks like the Isle of Man has been conquered. Good, good. Now I'm up on this other front with you.
Nice. This is brutal.
This is a brutal war over the smallest of stakes, honestly.
Yeah,
It's insane how brutal this war is over virtually nothing. Britain's lost 500,000. Their population is only 49 million. They've lost 500,000 in this war. They've lost more than they're projected to grow in the next year. And that growth is going down because their population is going down. We were telling you, me and Travis were telling you, the population loss in war matters.
Yeah, it does.
You told us it didn't. Alright, my navy is finally upgraded. I need to go ahead and deploy to this sea node to keep our convoys safe, because there's enemy ships that are always going back and forth around here. I gotta keep the Gibraltar safe. Yeah, look at this. What are you doing here, British fleet? Get out of here. We don't want your kind. All of Ireland's almost conquered. The Russians are winning, but not as quickly as I would like to see them winning. I guess you're still fighting over there with Greece. The Ottoman Empire, yeah. Oh my god, Bulgaria got independence? Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
We also need some government admin, and we need it, like, right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna help the Russians at their front at the Ottomans.
Looks like a big British fleet is chilling over here. I'm gonna go, I think, and fight that fleet. The Russians are fighting that fleet. They were defeated. But I can probably take that fleet on just fine. We're kind of equals, sorta. A peace deal was proposed. This is a terrible peace deal. I'm not accepting this. No. We will defeat these British. Insubordinate jingoist. Attack Lubia. Yes, attack... No, Luba. Attack Luba. Alright, we have a naval battle. I am winning the naval battle. They have monitors and ironclads. I have monitors and ironclads. What? Oh, no. The peace deal is just a white piece. Ignore it.
Oh yeah, you want that, Gibraltar.
Of course. I think Greece is trying to conquer a bunch of Ottoman crap, too. And Russia wants something, too. New neighbors, new grudges. The Greeks that are moving here. We have another new party, the Progressive Party.
I'm sending those two to Britain.
Interesting. Sending what troops to Britain?
Those who are fighting in Greece.
Ah. Yeah, all my main armies are in Britain right now, helping you on that main front. At the very least, Britain's going to be torn into a war-torn mess. This place is going to be absolutely devastated. It's got tons of devastation in the places that we fought the longest. When we're done with you, there's not going to be any British left. Oh my god, intelligence to petition government. Guaranteed liberties. What do you want? Wealth voting. No. I don't mind trying to get you guaranteed liberties. It looks like a good one. I don't know if I can get it for you in 5 years, but I'll try. A good vintage. Prestige or wine output? Give me prestige. Russia's improving our relations. Gee, thanks. A foreign manifesto. I wonder why, right? Fuck the socialists. No. Misplaced moderation. Yeah, bad. We don't like the moderate party. Ever-increasing influence. Petite bourgeoisie, yeah, they can take a -1 happiness, that's fine. Public address goes awry. Well, that's not good. I guess I'll take another setback. That's 2 out of 3, and I got 10% more success chance. Let's hope that that goes through. Because we're running out of, like, time for it. And I am running into credit.
Why is your war support going down?
From casualties and stuff. They don't have any claims on me or anything. So potentially I just like get kicked out eventually. It could happen. We discovered that fighting Russia, remember?
Yeah, true.
If they don't have any claims on you or anything, then you can just kind of get kicked out. So this is just because I've lost basically my entire military size worth of casualties since the beginning of the war. That's where this is coming from. We have proportional taxes. Yay, that's more money. Woo. Ironically, the longer I'm on this front fighting, the sooner I can get kicked out of the war, which would be sad, considering that means I would not get the Gibraltar. Mission to Africa. Yes. That sounds good. Mission to Africa. Boost the Catholic Church. Don't necessarily want that, but it's not the worst thing. The Progressive Party is getting a lot of the vote, I've noticed. Peace deal. No. I don't want this. Yeah, my war support's going down pretty quick. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the Gibraltar. We might just be able to get you Greece, and that's it.
I already have Greece.
Well, I mean, like, to keep it. So that they don't take it. Oh, yeah, -89. I need to try to get out of this British front or something. I don't know if there's even enough time to save myself in the war. I just want the damn Gibraltar.
I don't think we can take London or anything. We're losing now.
We need your troops that are over in the east. We're losing because I moved. I moved because if I stay there, I'm going to get kicked out of the war. But still...
If I move them, we'll lose that front.
Contentious topics. Transformed into a brawl. Fuck the socialist movement. We don't need them. They're not needed. Oh, well, I just lost Hejaz, and I guess I'm out of the war or something? I don't know. Yep, I'm out of the war, and I lost Hejaz. So this war was a complete disaster for me. I don't get Gibraltar, and I lost Hejaz.
Alright, if they propose a white peace now, I'm gonna accept it.
Yeah, I guess so. At least you get Greece, but this was terrible for me.
Yeah.
And I burned through my entire, like, $13 million reserve, and I'm in debt now. On the bright side, we have a legitimate government. That's cool. Maybe we'll finally have less radicals, hopefully, as this goes on. Although I'm still in a war, funny enough. The Hejaz revolt, even though I lost Hejaz to the Ottomans. I think I'll just capitulate here. I have nothing to do in this. Just get me out of that war so I can put my military down.
Alright, there's a white piece.
Prussia considers me to be a rival. Well, fuck you too, Prussia. I will rival you back. Don't know why you want to be my rival, but whatever you say, dude. More Congolese colonies that I can develop. Or try to. We're getting quite large here. Quite big and beefy.
Well, at least Britain is fucked.
Yeah, so am I.
The country.
My income's also fucked now for some reason. I don't know why. It was positive. It's not anymore. I could have a tax. Let's put it on coffee again. I think it's the manpower of all my units coming back or something. I think that's costing me a lot of money. I'm just burning through it still. Or it says I am. It says I'm losing tens of thousands, and yet it says I'm also acquiring a reserve. I don't understand what's happening. It can't make up its mind on what's happening. The reserve might just be coming from private construction or something. But I got the camera unlocked. Well, now Britain has to fight the Austrians, and they have America helping them. I think Austria's losing. They were distracted, and the Austrians are still losing. Concrete dockyards.
Damn.
That's crazy. I did get the proportional taxation, and I did promise the guaranteed liberties, though I'm not so sure I could pull that one off without a revolution. Looking at the petite bourgeoisie, they would be radicalized. They would not like that, not one bit. So I'm not sure that I can achieve that in the time frame. I could still try it. We have good internal security, and this would allow me to do even better. It would also weaken the military, which I guess would be useful. I'll try it. No promises, but I'll try it. We did get some more bureaucracy up, so I can start reducing the dangerous work conditions. And increasing colonial growth. Let's do that. Let's just try all of this. I can build more if need be. Oh yeah, no, I'm just sinking into credit again. My income is like fucked up right now.
That's maybe because your convoys are destroyed, because mine are.
I have no idea. Something about that war destroyed my income. And now I have a native uprising play. And there's 2 of them. What the hell? Okay, you go up there, and then I guess mobilize you, and you go down there. No, there's 2 different plays happening at the same time. The pop-ups were behind because there's so much stuff popping up and happening. I feel blind to things happening on the screen just because they're happening so quickly due to the speed, I guess, that we're playing at. And this is only 3 speed. One of the wars is broken out. 2 of the wars broken out. I feel like I'll just bum rush mobile armor once I get to the defense in depth, just to get as strong of a military as possible. And then we could just look at other things for most of the rest of the game. There's still technically more stuff. If you look over here, we'd have to get maybe the battleships and the aircraft carrier at that point, which would be a long time to research either of those. But we finished another colonization. Do more. Never enough. Surround those filthy British. This is my Central Africa. Alright, that's 1 war done. Nice. Now that army is going up to where the other one is. Belgium would be my friend again. They'd be a full-on ally with me. That's interesting. What's their deal right now? They're allies with France. Well, that works out perfect then. Form an alliance with them. That would be... They're very powerful, too. 134 men is not a small amount. That means I now have 4 allies. France, Japan, Brazil, and Belgium. At least no one's going to be attacking me, theoretically. Belgium is a bigger military than Brazil, which I find insane. They have a bigger population than Brazil, which I find insane, because I'm thinking of modern-day Brazil, that's why. These Brazilians are just Portuguese. And that's the other war done. Oh, do we have another war? We have another war. There's a civil war happening in Isaac. Did not see that happen, but yeah, too many pop-ups happening in this game for me to keep up with. It reminds me of CK3, except it's just late game and not the whole game. I don't want to lose success chance. I'd rather just lose the armed forces approval. They already don't approve of me anyway, so... Oh, wow, there's a huge automobile shortage. I'm guessing you unlocked automobiles?
Nope.
Oh, well, someone did, because we have a huge automobile shortage. Wallonia and Piedmont. So, Sardinia? This war started. I'm not here to fight it. Apparently, that's where they're all getting made, is Wallonia and Piedmont. So, apparently, people will buy automobiles for slaves, according to this. You ever just buy your slave a car?
No, that seems like a waste of money.
I know, right? Speaking of a waste of money, I feel like these guys don't need my help to win this civil war, but I can't put the troops away until I'm out of all wars. So, okay, all stinking wars are done. Holy cow. Get everyone back to the homeland, I guess. I can now resume my construction, and I actually have a positive amount of money again. Yay, my money's back to normal. I don't know what changed or what I did, or... I think what happened was that the investment pool might have run out of money or something. I'm not sure. Although what I just did would have hurt them more, so I highly doubt it. Hell on earth, the perpetrators will pay.
Alright, I can produce cars now.
Hey.
And we're in the plus right away.
Vacuum canning has been unlocked. I got a lot of things to probably look through. Let's do this vacuum canning. Rotary valve engines. Literally anywhere that we can get them. What's our population like anyway? Peasants are 4.53. Well, we are seeing an improvement of peasant ratios at the very least. Telephone unlocked, +1 declared interest. That's nice. Some photographic art. Sounds good to me. Electric streetlights. I don't have any electricity built. I guess I need to get electricity built, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be a whole nother problem. Well, what do I do with these other interests then? Gee, I don't know. Let's say Arabia, because I lost my free interest over in Arabia. And I have no idea about this other one. I guess it's just gotta be like somewhere in Europe. North China, I mean, that's only China, so. But I guess it could work. Nah, let's do North Germany. That one sounds better to me. My colonial affairs investment, or institution, whatever, is maxed out. We are improving the dangerous working conditions, meanwhile, in our nation. Your emperor is so handsome. This 11-year-old.
Wait, did he die? Oh,
Yeah, your old one died. My queen is still alive. She's 74 now. It's been 15 years since I last looked at her age.
This is my third ruler already. Only my fourth.
I still have my first. Yeah, the private industry definitely keeps running out of money. I don't know why. They're the ones that wanted me to build this much construction in general. And now all of a sudden they can't maintain it. I don't know what the hell happened to them. But yeah, they keep running out of money. And that's why my construction is consuming more. Guaranteed Liberty is failing to gain traction big time. It's down to only 13%, but it's in the voting phase, man. Terrible time to fall off now. Hopefully it can make a comeback. And Slovaks are coming here from Austria to Aragon. I think that war, like,
build oil.
or those wars wiped Great Britain's GDP by like 13 million from where I last saw it. Your GDP is getting insane, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's like almost 2 times Great Britain's at this point.
You almost caught up to Great Britain.
Almost, but it's hard now. I don't really have the money to build as much anymore. That war just like wipes me out. I'm running like a negative 100k plus now just building.
Damn.
Yeah. I had to stop building for a while. Spain is going into survival mode.
Well, the Great Depression is coming on, so...
No, that's not a thing. A rubber rush. Caution. I didn't even see that rubber rush. I just saw it on the map. I was like, wait, what? I'm totally missing events, like, all the time at this point. There's just so much going on. So much clutter. I got investment banks. Yay. I don't think I researched that myself. Radios are showing up, though. I can get a new company. Well, I like this one out of all the ones that can happen. Plus 10% migration attraction. Oil Conglomerat of Navarra buffs up the oil. I'm going to get that. Whew, 1 million total cost. Because we have to transfer. Okay, that's fine. Just go ahead and do that. The Oil Company of Navarra. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'd love a migration attraction bonus. And there's a native uprising starting against us. Are there any other ones? Nope. Then let's deploy my infantry stack to go and deal with that. A matter of security. Didn't see this either. Enactment success chance up, but I lose 5% bureaucracy. That sounds like a deal to me. Give me these guaranteed liberties so that I please the intelligista. Arming the natives. The Netherlands is arming the natives. Of course they are. I'll fight everyone, god damn it. Spain survive, Spain expand, Spain strong. Let's go, motherfucker. You call this laissez-faire? I might as well just have protectionism this whole time. Defense in depth unlocked. I didn't research that. That just spread to me. Oh. Well, we do have access to radios now, don't we? I suppose we do. So I could go for scout cruisers like right now if I wanted to, so I guess I can. I guess I will, in fact. Oh, never mind. Doesn't work like that. I have to have radios. It can't be somebody else. I actually have to have them. Well, that's annoying. The infantry should be able to do it just fine, or the artillery, anyway, should be able to do it just fine. So, upgrade. Upgrade. I don't know if he actually got radios yet, so this might be a mistake, but we're not warmongering right now, and I'm about to get radios. I'll just pump that stuff up to the top. America against Great Britain. Huh. The alliance may be breaking soon.
I mean, if they go to war, it will be breaking.
Yeah, if nobody backs down. And then my chance to get the Gibraltar. Finally. We'll see. It looked like a pretty minuscule kind of war. Yeah, it's just some random African thing that America has a defensive pact with. Still, a war's a war.
Yeah.
Guaranteed liberties fell off again. This is so sad. Because it's at the end, man. Come on. And war with Liga has broken out. It's the telephone industry that will end up building the radios. So I just need a sprawling telephone industry. So I'll bump construction of a lot of this stuff up to the top. Basically everywhere that's not colonial. But that is also going to need electricity for the actual radios. So I need to get electricity spread out as well. Hey, we can get a modern port using oil. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and do that. Hey, I successfully got guaranteed liberties. That's awesome. Oh, great. Now the Philippines are having a problem. Let me mobilize another army, the Aragon Arrows, and get them over there. When the heck did that start? Pretty recently, but still quite a nuisance. Britain and America are fighting. They are no longer the best of friends.
Damn. What a beautiful friendship that ended.
Yeah. If I weren't currently having 2 revolts, I'd want to go immediately attack something.
Even with your money problems.
Even with I mean, this is finally the chance. They're not just not allied with America anymore, they're fighting America. Untrained hands. Keep children off the factory floor. I'm starting to get a lot of events that just keep repeating by this point in the game. One thing I hate about like CK3 is when you get these repeating events over and over and over and over and over again. How do you comment on the same event for like the umpteenth time? Well, the rebellion in the Philippines has started. We finished one war. And we're getting here a little bit late, but we are arriving here. And a bunch of Paulistas from Brazil are coming to my nation. This army is arriving. Apparently it needs a couple more days to get there. Oh look, I can actually see them now. There's like generic ones that you like can't tell are a thing. And then there's times where you can tell. And I don't know what the hell we're aiming and shooting at, but we're aiming and shooting at something. Yeah, that's one front, and I guess there's another front too. I don't really know what's happening. But the revolt is already in default. Outbreak of silkworm disease in French Empire spread to my soil. Damn this French negligence. We must act at once. Yeah, silk plantations building throughput minus 75% in Valencia. That's not good. Do I have any idea how much of my silk plantations are there? Nope. Some, probably. An amount that I need to care about? No, in fact. Nitrogen fixation. Chemical fertilizers for farms. That's quite interesting. Fertilizer plants. Nitrogen fixation process. Uses oil. Well, we gotta put this oil to use somehow, huh? Let's get all these farms using fertilizer now. Using chemical fertilizer to really up our yields. The radio has been unlocked. Hell yeah, brother. I don't really have the electricity yet everywhere, but I'm just going to swap all of these over, which will mean more later because I still have to make a lot of these to begin with anyway. But we do have access to these now, which is great. And now the Chakwi are starting a native uprising against me because I can't get a little bit of peace while I'm trying to civilize this savage continent. Naturally. Speaking of, let's continue doing more of that. I can let the Belgians invest in me one way. That's interesting. I'll do that. I'm curious if they'll actually bother building anything. I could use some more. My peasants are still 5%, so any building I get would be pretty great. Ending the slave trade. Colonial ambitions should be to end it. Okay, the revolt is done. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I've already done that before, so I don't see why I wouldn't do that again. I like the bonuses it's giving me. It's allowing me to colonize very, very quickly. Zeppelins have been unlocked. I don't even have a skyscraper yet this time. I can survey a skyscraper site. I have the bureaucracy to do that. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. We can also get home affairs up to the next level. Well, that sounds good to me. Not sure if we have the bureaucracy to do all of this at this point. This might be pushing it a little bit. We might need some more government admin somewhere. Let's say Catalonia. Shift click 5. Alright, and then 5 more in Antioquia, and then just leave those at the bottom of the list for right now. That native uprising has begun. We have units there already. Another colonization is complete, and there's no way to replace it. I think it was like up here or something. An outbreak in eastern Andalusia. It's the silk plantations again. How sad. I'm gonna queue up. Oh, hey, look at this. Bolt action rifles. I'm gonna queue up the scout cruisers that I'm gonna need. There you go. They're just going to stay at the bottom of the list for now, but whenever I get a bunch of these radios going, I'll move it up to the top. And for once, holy cow, for once I'm not at war. I got those bolt action rifles in, and I'm going ahead and making sure to constantly swap the electric industries over to making radios the moment the electricity is built locally to them. The synthetic solution, art silk. Synthetic silk. Alternative to pebrine-racked silkworm industry. I can see why, I guess, but 19k government expenses for 2 years, you know, that's really not that bad. For some progress in a technology, sure. 2 years, it could be a lot worse. And now Greeks are mass migrating from Bulgaria. That's good, I guess. More population is good. We've gone up 2 million population since I last looked. What the hell? There's another revolt? I thought I wasn't in anything. Well, apparently I'm in something. Yep, there's another revolt. I had no idea. Well, that's super annoying. I'm not over there. Doesn't even look like they need my help, to be fair. Huh, that means this income is with a lot of military. That's interesting. Deployed. Moderate party. Bleh. I don't like the moderate party. No. Less momentum for you. Oh, well, yeah, they just won the war without me doing literally anything. So that's the ideal situation, isn't it? And now nobody's mobilized for once. Holy cow. That's a lot of money now. Wow. So my private industry is actually building. It helps that I'm missing half of my navy, I'm sure, but it doesn't help this much in my money. So it's really just that the private industry is keeping up once again. My bureaucracy is running out. That's not good. Let's go ahead and move 2 government admins, just 2 for now, I guess, up to the top. We are still moving, so I gotta keep an eye on that, but slowly but surely.